Hi everyone, Daisy here with another layout for the Scraptember and 30 Days of Sketches challenge, as well as Craft IQ. It is the 20th of the month, so Craft IQ challenge is having its YouTube hop. So this first part is going to be super fast paced. I sped it up 8 times because it is a lot of stamping. So for the Scraptember challenge, it is to use a used mixed media. And then for the Craft IQ, let me just pull up the list here. So there's always 7 elements that we have to use, and today's elements were, let me see. I'm just pulling it up here. Really apologize that I wasn't more prepared for this, but yeah. It's just the way it is. So use multiple photos and mixed media background. Add stamping to the background. Add a wood veneer. Add a rainbow. Use something old. Add 2+ phrase or word stickers and use a punch. So I am clearly using stamps on my background. These are Ellie Studio stamps. And they are just gorgeous. This is kind of a mix of stars and hearts and rainbows, and then I added some big rainbows, and I'm just using some StazOn ink to do this because I thought I was going to do a little bit more mixed media than I end up doing, and so I wanted to make sure that it was permanent and it was going to stay. So I just kind of chose 3 areas where I thought I wanted to do my embellishment clusters, and that's where I put those bigger rainbows. And now I'm going to pull out my shimmers. So I really love using shimmers mists, and so I am using a few different colors here. This first one is a red called Scarlet Fever. I am trying to use my heat tool in between to dry them. It doesn't work 100%. They do run together a little bit, but it's okay. The pink I used was bubblegum pink. Then I'm going to use this purple, which is, oh my gosh, it's my favorite color now. It's Walking a Tight Heliotrope. And then I'm going to use this blue, which is Frostbite, I believe. And then I'm going to use a green, which is, oh goodness, I don't remember what color the green is. If you really want to know, you can ask me and I will look at my colors. They're unfortunately downstairs and I'm upstairs, so I'm not going to run down right this second and look. But I think it's something about Kermit, but I can't remember what it's called now. So anyhow, I just used the mist, just sprinkled some around where I put those rainbows. And then, I'm adding some yellow here too. This is No Yoking, which is a really bright colored yellow. I love that color. So I didn't stamp in the middle because I am going to use a white background. So for the sketch that we're using today, excuse me, it did have kind of this inlaid piece. And so I am choosing to do that to kind of not cover up, but I mean, that's a really busy background. So I'm just going to, kind of make it so that my picture is going to be seen more in the middle of my layout. There's also a couple of ripped pieces of paper on that sketch, so I am ripping some. Now off camera, I went and I stitched down that white square that I'm using some black thread. I just use a straight stitch and a zigzag stitch. And then I pulled out a couple of rainbow papers, which are both from Pretty Little Studio. And they're just gorgeous, aren't they? I mean, just so beautiful. So I put a torn strip on each side. Actually, maybe paper tearing was the Scraptember. I don't remember now. And then I'm using some ribbon. I mean, when was the last time? Yeah, ribbon is not something that I use very often. So I pulled out... of course, I have tons of this, like just random white ribbon for some reason. So I pulled some of that out and I decided to put that down at the bottom as the kind of pleated element. I am following the sketch really closely on this one. I just really wanted to make sure that you could see it and that it was represented. I am popping this little label up on some foam dots from Spiegel Mom Scraps. And then I'm just going to stick my photo straight down to the background. I'm not putting anything behind them. There is enough going on in this layout. This picture is an adorable picture of my youngest daughter when she was probably 3, and she's sitting with her Nana and eating chocolate covered strawberry and a chocolate covered marshmallows. We were at a restaurant that had a chocolate fountain, so she was just going to town, and I think it's so adorable. I'm just going to put my title up here using these colorful thickers, and then I'm also going to, oh, I added my little wood veneer. It's that little paper clip down there. That was from the Hip Kit Club in like January, I think, something like that. And I was just trying to decide. I wanted to do a little something down here, and I couldn't come up with a phrase. Like I wanted to say something like enjoy the food, or you know, something like that, or eat like no one's watching or something, but I decided to go with chocolate wasted. So that is from a movie called Grown Ups, if you don't know, and the adults are talking about getting wasted, and somebody says that one of the kids ask about it, and they say it's something about ice cream, and so she says she wants to get chocolate wasted. So I thought it was perfect little subtitle for this, because let me tell you, I bet you anything she passed out after eating all that sugar, because yes, I just know she did, because that's kind of how she was. So I'm just using these little colorful alpha. I think they were from a Paige Evans collection a little bit ago now, maybe like 2 years ago, I think. And I absolutely love them still, so I use them all the time, or I try to anyway. And then I can't decide. Oh, I wanted to add the phrase stickers. So I pull out these Cheese Magic ones because the colors are perfect, and I'm just gonna go right down that strip of paper and add my phrase stickers. And they just say random words. It's not really anything to do with the pictures or anything, but yeah, I like that little element on the page. And then I am going to, so I don't know, I felt like it was a little off balance, and I didn't like the title up where it was, but that's where it is in the sketch. I wanted to move it down, and I really kind of wish I had, but I mean, it's perfectly fine where it is, so I don't actually move it, but you know, sometimes you just can't let it go. You want to keep moving things around, but you just have to eventually just let it go, right? So then I had forgotten that I had to use a punch. And I almost finished the layout here, but then I'm like, oh yeah, I have to use a punch. So I was going to make some little tag pieces because I thought I needed a little bit more color. And I quickly realized, oh yeah, I was supposed to use something else. So I'm going to kind of create these little fake tag tops, and then I'm going to remember, oh no, and I'm going to pull out a little punch. It is by EK Success, and it is a little like fishtail banner punch. I'm even going to go as far as sticking these down and then remember that, oh yeah. So then I will end up peeling them back up and just sticking them in my punch, because that was the last little bit of paper that I had of that rainbow paper. And so I'm just going to cut the little things, or punch the little banner pieces out, and I'm going to put it right down underneath chocolate wasted because it fits perfectly down there. So I'm just going to stick that down there, and then that's going to be the end of my layout. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will put links down below for everybody participating with Craft IQ, and I will try to remember to put all the links down for the Scraptember and 30 Days of Sketches. I know I have missed a couple, but there is a Facebook group if you want to join. and it will have a list of everybody who is participating with this. Or you can also just search it on YouTube. For 30 Days of Sketches, she uses hashtag 30DSCBL8 or hashtag Scraptember. And then also Craft IQ. You can search Craft IQ and you'll come up with it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.